This review will be a story of two tales. On one hand, HX models have introduced some features with this model that have never been seen before in 400 scale. On the other hand though, it seems like they prioritize these features over producing an accurate model airplane. Welcome back to Swiss 400. Today we'll look at the newest model in 1:400 scale. It is the Korean Air Boeing 737-900ER from HX Models. It's their first narrowbody and the first ever narrowbody with flaps down in the scale. Let's find out where this 737 shines and where there is still room for improvement. Starting off with the box, there isn't much to say. We get the same pattern around the entire box. The design they chose fits well with Korean Air, but we sadly do not get a flip-top box like we get with other manufacturers. What we do get, however, is this collector's card with some facts about the aircraft as well as a nice looking metal stand. The box could definitely look nicer, but I also appreciate the little extras we get. I'll give the box a 4 out of 5. Now comes the interesting part. The brand new 737-900 mold from HX Models. It's here where the controversy starts. Looking at the nose first, we can see right away that something is off. The nose should be much pointier. If we compare it to an NG model 737, which probably is the best 737 in the scale, we can clearly see the difference. We get a total of 5 aerials on this model, which is very nice, but sadly they are a bit oversized. The engines look good and are even see-through, although I would have preferred them to be solid core engines but feature better detail. My highlight of this model have to be the wings in the flaps down config. I was worried it might look chunky, but I was wrong. They look amazing. Sadly, the winglets are not shaped quite like the real thing. They are a bit too wide, and the way they join the wings is also inaccurate. The rear once again impresses me, however. HX Model is the first brand to have the APU exhaust molded on a 737 and not just printed. The horizontal and vertical stabilizers also look very good. The underside of the model is also very well made, with very nicely shaped air intakes in front of the wings. Also, the skid plate in the back is better shaped than any other 737 in 400 scale. You see, in some parts HX have absolutely nailed it, but other areas are just not good enough compared to the competition. The mold gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Up next we'll take a look at the landing gear. As you can see, the gear rolls just fine, but sadly it's a bit too big. The height of the model is alright, although the ground clearance seems a bit much as well. The main problem is the tires are just too big. The gear gets a 2.75 out of 5 from me. Lastly, let's look at the printing and quality of this model. The printing continues the trend of the story with the two tails. The printing detail is absolutely incredible, and there is plenty of it, in fact, more than you can get from the competition. The coolest thing ever is that HX actually printed the wiring in the landing gear bay. That's insane! I've never seen that on any model before. That's where the praises end though. The cockpit windows aren't printed on correctly, and the color of the Korean Air livery do not match the real one. In terms of quality, I have no complaints. This model is well built, and even the wings with the flaps make a solid impression. The quality and printing gets a 7 out of 10. Once again, excellent in some parts and dreadful in others. Of course we want to know this model's final rating. For that we have to add our scores into the top secret formula, and it reveals the final rating of 6.8. This model had the potential to be the model of the year. flaps down on a narrow body, printed detail in the landing gear bay, a metal stand, but sadly it fell short. These cool features get overshadowed by the round nose and the cockpit windows. It seems like HX are so eager to innovate that they forget that before they add new features, they need to get the basics right. I'm very glad I picked up this model. It's super cool to have a 737 with flaps down. But would I buy more 737 from HX? Most likely not. The NG model 737s are just so much better overall. They even announced a Korean 737-900 this month as well. What are your thoughts on this model? Do you prefer a 100% accurate model like I do? Or are you fine with a less accurate model but more features? Let me know down in the comments. That's it from my side. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more model airplane content. It really means a lot to me. Until next time, goodbye!